Welcome to the annual video of looking back at the previous year. This time we're looking back at 2023 because, well, that was the previous year. We're now in 2024. Not as of this recording because I had to record it earlier so I could edit it in time. But moving on from that. Anyway, 2023 was by far the most successful year. At the start of it, I had like 21 subscribers, I believe. And I'm ending it off with, as of this recording, 320. So I would say that's a pretty big gap. Just telling you right now that at the end of 2021 I had 9. End of 2022 I had 21. So yeah, this is definitely the largest gap that I've had so far. Yeah, it's been a pretty good year with quite a lot of popular videos coming out. So we'll start off with, we'll start from the beginning of the year to the end of the year and go over all the videos and shit like that. Well, most of them. So obviously, since this is, annual, obviously the first video of 2023 was the looking back at 2022, which is, well, the same as this type of video, but for the year previous. Got 12 views. I think that's pretty normal. It doesn't really matter. Throughout the month of January, there was a bunch of clips of me obtaining rank plates in Garden Warfare 2. For some reason, they get quite a decent amount of views, surprisingly. Most of them have around like 20. Some have way more. It really depends. I have also 2 videos of Sonic Frontiers where I beat the first 2 bosses. I think it was the first 2. I'm not really sure. But Sonic Frontiers boss battles, some of them. I was planning to finish that off, but I never got around to it because I didn't finish the game. I think I had two bosses left. I think I had the 3rd boss already recorded, but I didn't upload it. Anyway, after that, I had a Dead by Daylight gameplay video. I can't remember if it was Survivor or Killer, but I don't really care either way. And then after that, we had the video that has the most views as of this recording, which is the Promotions to Elite. What was the money I spent again? The 5.8 million pack opening plus Promotions to Elite video. Has 47,000 as of this recording and 58 comments, as of this recording. Then there was another clip of Garden Warfare 2. And then, I'm pretty sure this was the 300th video uploaded on the channel, which was my Shining Force 2 tier list video. I think it's in the top 5 for views with 727 comments. Like 700 views and 27 comments. I mean, not as good as, that video previous, but it was still pretty decent compared to most of my other videos. I'll probably redo that Shining Force 2 tier list because I actually disagree with it, a lot of it. I think I was just planning to get something out and then I read some of the comments and I was like, holy shit, yeah, I'm a dumbass. There's so many characters in that game, it's annoying. Shining Force 1 was much easier to rank because, well, it was pretty obvious who was best and who was worst. But obviously, in the end, all opinion based. So let's actually move on to some of the series that I did this year. Starting on the 1st of February and ending on the 17th of May was Fire Emblem Heroes, Book 1, and the Xenologues. Which was the first mobile series for 2023. It got a total of 149 views as of this recording. Didn't perform the greatest compared to, well, most of the other series that happened that year, but it was still okay. At least it got views. Uploaded every Wednesday, and then running alongside all the other playthroughs in that first half. Pretty much starting at on the same week as that was Phantasy Star 2, starting on the 3rd of February and ending on the 31st of March. Uploaded every Monday and Friday. It was the first console series for 2023. Total of 17 videos. Got a total of 138 views. So it's actually doing worse than Fire Emblem Heroes, but I don't know. It's been a while since I played that game, but I'm pretty sure that game was a lot more fun than Fire Emblem Heroes, just because at least I had something to say about it. It was a pretty good game, but just fucking hell, those dungeons, man, they were like the worst thing to exist. Luckily I had those maps, and the battle system was actually pretty good. Got you actually to play different characters, unlike some other Phantasy Star game. Moving on to the third series for this for 2023 was Phantasy Star 3. It started on the 2nd of March and ended on the 21st of April. Uploaded every Tuesday and Thursday for the month of March before Phantasy Star 2 ended, and then it moved to Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, so leaving the Wednesday for Fire Emblem Heroes itself. It had a total of 21 videos, got 228 views as of this recording. Out of all the Phantasy Star games, I think it was probably my least favorite. Actually, no, it was my least favorite, because pretty much all of that shit there was garbage. It sounded horrible. My ears were dying from the music sometimes. However, the final boss music did kind of make up for that. That was actually really fucking good. But apart from that, it was Yeah, and the concept with the generations was cool, but it was all really fucking repetitive, so it didn't really make up for it. And the story was okay, but to be fair, I think all the Phantasy Star games have okay stories. It's just a matter of which one's actually better as a game. Moving on to the last series for the first half of 2023. And this is the last series that I had for the first half of 2023, which was Phantasy Star 4, starting on the 24th of April, pretty much the week after Phantasy Star 3, and ending on the 16th of June. A bit later than I had planned, but that's just how it turned out. It was uploaded every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday until it ended. And it had a total of 23 videos, making it past Phantasy Star 3. But I think some of those videos were side quests, so I think it was actually around the same length as Phantasy Star 3. Then again, I guess I did cut out a lot. I don't know. Anyway, it had a total of 555 views, which was, I think, the second best for the series that I did. It's either that or Rainbow Moon in second place. I know, yeah, Phantasy Star 4 was in second place for views. So that was actually pretty decent, but at the same time, still nothing compared to, that Garden Wolfie 2 pack opening video. Fucking hell. Because that was just one video, and it passes it by like 10 times. Maybe not that much, but quite a bit. Anyway, it was definitely the best out of the 3 Phantasy Star games, because I didn't have to grind a lot like in fucking Phantasy Star 2. It didn't have, really shitty music that, ruined my ears like Phantasy Star 3. The bosses were actually all kind of unique, or at least they were more challenging than Phantasy Star 3, because Phantasy Star 3, I literally just spammed the attack button. It was dog shit, I'm going to be honest. It also had the greatest story in my opinion, and the characters were actual, they actually talked, they actually had a character. They weren't just there as like, hey, you exist, you have this weapon, you don't have this. But yeah, and I liked how it had all the different vehicles they could travel around in. Though to be fair, I do like those, because it really it was just fun. It helped with traversing, and it's also just super easy to kill things in those vehicles. So, and the dungeons weren't that confusing. Even the blocked ends actually normally had something to gain. And yeah. Okay, running alongside all those series in the first half was a bunch of other videos, including Garden Warfare 2 clips, some extra content for Dragon Quest Tactics, like the special events that came out. Castle Crashers Remastered had 2 videos on it, but both did actually really pretty good considering, maybe it was, I don't know, Castle Crashers Remastered did pretty good. I replayed through most of Shining Force 1, I'm literally one stream away from completing that again, so I do plan to do that eventually. And obviously I was streaming Garden Warfare 2 because, well, that gets a lot of views, and thanks to that video early in the year, they got pretty decent views, so, because, well, people are already shifting to my channel because of that. Yeah, and that pretty much ended the first half of 2023, but there was one more pack opening video to celebrate. Well, the previous pack opening reaching 10,000 views. This one was the promotions to Specialists. We're going back in time a little bit with a 3.5 million pack opening. I had an idea to upload that. I think, if I remember correctly, Specialist might have had some audio issues which I couldn't fix. Maybe that was why I didn't upload it right away. But I decided to prepare this because I saw how Goodwill was doing, so I was like, maybe if it reaches 10k, I'll upload this. And I ended up doing that. Speaking of which, there's the Permissions to Advanced is coming out next year, so be prepared for that. It is, it's a video. Anyway, that one also got quite a lot of views, not as much as the other one, but it still got over 9,000 views and 21 comments as of this recording. Anyway, and then over the next month and a half, before we kind of jump into the second half of the year, which was, we'll talk about that later, but before we jump into the second half, the next month and a half, nothing was really uploaded except for 2 clips of me reaching Ramplate 37 and 38, with 9 live streams alongside them as I recorded and edited my playthroughs of the next 2 games that I'm about to go over. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up. I say half, but like that, well, actually, I guess that is about half, eh? June 15th would have been like half the year. So yeah, I guess yeah. Okay, let's move on to the second half of 2023. Starting on the 1st of August and ending on the 28th of September was Rainbow Moon. New episode came out every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. That followed, well, obviously, except for the last week, with the last 2 episodes coming out on Tuesday and Thursday, because of videos and shit like that. Had a total of 33 episodes, total of 431 views as of this recording. I didn't take into account the comments, but I know it's got some comments on it. I don't even know. The game itself was quite fun to play and record, but the process of editing it was annoying because the music in that game is way too loud and I don't have a way to turn it down in-game, so I kind of had to turn off the music so you guys could hear me, and then go back later, play through the game, see where all the music comes in, and add that into the recording, the editing afterwards. It wasn't as hard as it sounds, but it was still an annoyance, considering it could be a lot easier had I just figured out a way to do it the other way. Hopefully I can, eventually, but yeah, that's Rainbow Moon. Had a total of, well, actually, I think I already said that, right? Yeah, 431. Anyway, let's move on to the next series, and the last one of this year, because I'm not covering Rainbow Skies. But anyway, starting on the 2nd of August and ending on the 29th of September was Plants vs. Zombies 1, the mobile version, which was way shittier than the other version because, well, it doesn't have the ending cutscene like the other one. A new episode came out every Wednesday, except for the last week, which had Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And it ended with a total of 11 episodes. Not the longest series, but it did by far the best of the year. It had a total of 1,253 views as of this recording, which is quite phenomenal for my for this channel and for my series, which only end up with like 500 normally. Not even that sometimes. Depends on how long they are and what game they are, but that's always something to take into account. Yeah, my only complaint about the mobile version is that it doesn't have the ending cutscene, which is the whole reason you play the game. I'm going to be honest. That was the only reason I played the game, just for that, totally. Not just because I needed something to play. And yep, that pretty much wraps it up for most of the year. I was planning to do a playthrough of Rainbow Skies by the end of the year, which I did start in December, but I had run out of time to actually get every episode out, and with my end of year exams coming up at the time, I was preoccupied and also really fucking lazy. October and November, nothing really happened. But there were a total of 4 clips of me getting the old rank plates of 18, 19, 20, and 21, something like that. Or was it 17, 18, 20, 21? I don't know, something like that. They got pretty good views, like normal, but anyway. Alright, let's move on to the end of this, because it's pretty much, that's all we did. 14 episodes of Rainbow Skies is coming out. I won't talk about them until next year because it's a bit too early to tell how good they'll do, and I haven't really completed the series, so I might as well just, forget about it and move on for now. Yeah, so Phantasy Star 2 did the worst of all of them, but not by much, because Fire Emblem Heroes was above that at number 5, then Phantasy Star 3, then Rainbow Moon, then Phantasy Star 4, and Plants vs. Zombies did the best. No surprise there. Overall, 2023 was a great fucking year for the channel, and hopefully it continues for 2024. I don't know if they'll be able to I don't know if I'll be able to grow as much as I did this year, which is kind of sad, considering I only got like 300 anyway. That's still an improvement. I just hope that, I get to like maybe 500 would be a good goal, actually. 500 maybe? Yeah. Anyway, I'll be sure to record the total number of subscribers I have at the end of December for this year, before I continue on and the 500th video special. Because I didn't do one for 400 because I hate that number, and also because I didn't prepare anything, so that's one of the reasons. Anyway, I'm not really sure what's going to be happening for the rest of the month, or as of this recording, January, because technically it's not January for me right now, but yeah, I don't have any plans really. I'll either be uploading all the rest of the Rainbow Sky series, or I'll be waiting a month just so I can prepare all of them for February and March, just to steamroll them all over there, and try to spread it out a bit more instead of having like everything just one episode after another. Gives me more time between them too, so I can actually, take my time a little bit. And next year I'll also probably be finishing off all the post-game shit for all the optional shit. So Ni no Kuni will be coming back real shortly for, I think, probably about 10 episodes of post-game stuff. Rainbow Moon will be coming back for more post-game stuff, which I'm not sure how long it'll take because I haven't even gotten around to recording the first one. And Rainbow Skies, I still haven't even completed the main story, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I plan to finish all the post-game stuff I can, so that I can just completely move on from all the rest of all the old games. That also includes Plants vs Zombies, and that means I'll have to go through all the optional stuff, like survival and all that. And yeah, that's pretty much my plan for 2024, at least the first half. The second half, I think I'll be moving on to Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, and playing through that entire game, as well as doing all the post-game stuff. I actually don't know if there's post-game stuff, but there probably is, because Ni no Kuni had one. Ni no Kuni 1 had post-game stuff. Also, holy shit, is this recording dragging on for a while. It is at 18 minutes as of, now. That's almost double of what the other time was, which was 10, and the other one before that was 8 minutes. So this will be by far the longest one, probably because I'm rambling a little bit. But besides that, so the 500th video special will be the advanced stuff, promotions to advanced, and hopefully I'll be able to achieve the next super elite by the time, sometime next year. Even better if it's by the end of this year, so I can just start getting around to editing that for the channel, which I'll probably upload, I don't know actually, maybe between June and August while I have that break off. And either Fire Emblem Heroes or Dragon Quest Tactics will be the series coming back for the later half of next year, because I haven't finished either of them. Fire Emblem Heroes has a lot left, and Dragon Quest Tactics has, also quite a bit left. I don't know which one I'll choose. I might just record both of them in the same year and only upload. Or I might just, upload both of them. Who knows? I'm not even sure right now. All I know is that next year, completion of all that. The first half is definitely going to be completing all the old stuff. And then the second half will probably be 2 new series, which I'll go through entirely as well. Maybe. There's a chance. I don't know. I think I've talked long enough. I think this video is getting way too long for its own good. So yeah, I think I'll be ending that. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's video of looking back at 2023. Hopefully this all continues into the next year of our success. That's if I keep going for that long. If not, I guess this is goodbye. But hope you guys all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.